Alright, welcome back to Sun God. Apparently there was a TF2 update. Actually, apparently there were two TF2 updates, both of which were nothing. Apparently, and from what people are telling, the first one was just more currency conversions, and the second one is just fixing some problem that the first one brought in. But yeah, more pointless TF2 updates. Seriously guys, if you're gonna, make the game update on Steam, actually make sure there's, some content. That would help a lot. So anyway, we're just gonna core these lands. Oh, we got another temple in we already have a temple. No, we have a temple here in Abankay. Let's get a temple in Iveri. Absolutely, and we gain some more authority. We're getting very close to the 100 that we need to enact our first religious reform, which we're gonna use to get a colonists. Because this is gonna be a painful. This is definitely gonna be painful. Oh, and Batshi's gone. But we have our super heir, who is 536. We have a semi-decent heir after that at 432, which is not too bad. But we also apparently have a pretender, because apparently he's a disputed succession, and they will rise up in Cusco, which has mountains. So we're going to go to Cusco first of all. One thing I've noticed from this rise of a pretender is apparently if you're standing in the province that he's supposed to jump up in, it changes where it's going to go. But it didn't. So, I probably should have actually wait and see what this new guy looks like. When is he? He wants to go to... Oh, any pretender loses religious reforms. Never mind. I thought it was just the Civil War guys that made you lose religious reforms, not any pretender. And I just noticed, yeah, these pretenders, ow. They have a lot of morale. And we'll just squish them. There we go. Okay, so the original Patchy's gone. We now have our sub-Patchy, 536, so all we lose is a pointed dip. Once we go to this guy, then, we're not going to have as many mill points, on tap. But actually, one thing I'm definitely going to do, if I can get Miltech 3 for that bonus morale quickly, that would help when it comes to taking on all these pretenders. National Epic, okay, we'll take that. We'll gladly have some yearly prestige. It's helping to delay the decay here. We're only going to lose one a year because we have +2 yearly right now, at least while we have this improvement of prestige. Unhappiness among the artisans, fine, have more money. Yep. Those artisans get in the way, they do. They really do get in the way. Touch boy, who do you ally? Oh, you ally Chimu. And you ally Keto. Arg. That's annoying. I wanted to take you on. And you won't ally now because you're allied to Chimu, and I allied your rival. Well, oh well. I should have just, I probably should have just allied them straight up rather than just trying to fab a claim. Allied them straight up and then go into a vass and try and vassal them from that. Really. Oh well. There's some claims. That's a claim for more mill, which is not really going to do much, so we can improve relations. Save the Quichua people in this thing, which again requires going after Chimu. We'll see. Ooh, you got some peasants there. But let me... No, I don't want to ask you for mill access, I want to offer mill access to you. Because I believe you should be allowed to come through here. I also need to find a way to get a claim. I need to get a claim on this guy here. Yeah, even if it's just from a diplomatic insults or something. But I really need to get a claim on him so I can attack him and try and take some land. Tell him to fob off sort of thing. And if I can get some land on this, I can go from here and get into Kalachki, because the real problem is that these guys are, their capitals are right next to you, so what can you do? But let's get these cores finished. I don't know if this is actually going to improve the religious authority. So we have 2.4 from base tax. See what happens when we get the cores, if that changes. I don't know if this base tax is reliant on core base tax or total base tax. I think it's just, it's just base tax. It's just whatever you have. Be it cored or just held normally. But okay, that's fine. So we're over here because 2 generals. Oh yeah, I can get rid of you because you're not as good. Oh, we actually got more, we have more force level. We're up to 13 now, so I could actually go up to 14. Whoa, okay, here's a big one. Oracles and divination. The world can sometimes be an unforgiving place and fate may turn in surprising ways. Luckily we have the Waka gods of our people to help us interpret what the future holds. Should the future be too hard for the Wakas to penetrate, there are other oracles in the Andes, but they require a worthy gift before sharing their visions. Our new guy, so Patchy Jr., has been beset by ample doubts recently and it's perhaps time to consult the auguries? So consult the oracle of our local Waka at Cusco, lose a little bit of money and 25% chance of favourable, 75% chance of conflicted. We go to the Great Oracle of Pachacamac. Lose a little bit of money, gains a prestige, 80% favourable, 20% conflicted. We go here for Apurimac, so apparently 2 of them, or we best not dwell in the future. Is this actually, are these actual provinces that I could go to? I don't know if these are actual provinces. We'll go this one. Conflicted answer. Stuff. Stuff about llamas. I don't know. Okay, 5 prestige. Yay! Free prestige. 98. Is that a... Oh, it's a missionary strength guy. Not that I have any... Not that there's anything to convert. Everyone's, you know, the same over here. Ooh, Chachapoyan peasants. Ooh, if they win. It's a shame they can't annul that alliance. It's allied with the Quito, which is a pain. Cajamarca allied with Cusco and the Quito. Quito's allied with a lot of people. A lot of people. But I really just need to go after the Cusco, or the Chimu. Even if it means the Charca have to come in the back. But I suppose... I don't think they'll be too mad. They won't be too mad, right? And just as long as we get some more forces, you know, I may have to start jumping into mercs, depending on how this goes, because we're up to what, 1-2 here. I don't know what the generals are going to be like on this when we finally do get a chance to pass this reform. Well, we have to pass it in the year, because we get 2.4 a year. We're 2 away from it. Gonna have to go for that colonist because we need to expand. We need to expand the realm. We need to improve our base tax. Just get loads more lands. Our thing with Sharka has passed. Oh, that's a pain. Ooh, loyal chief. Nice. Nice for you. So our marriage with Charka, perfect. I'm tempted to... Oh, they'll marry me straight up. Okay, good job. Yeah, nowhere near vassalage. That's fine. And Chima... Oh, and Cajamarca having problems as well with peasants. Peasants everywhere! They're all peasants. Is this events, or... Are you guys spawning them from other things? And yeah, the AI can be a bit wonky when it comes to dealing with the rebellions and their rebels, and when they spawn them, where they spawn them, etc. Okay, are we gonna get to our reform now? No. Might be another few months. But we'll get it within, 4 or 5 months, I think. We'll have our first religious reform. Of course, over time, reforms get easier to get because we have more land. There we go, 100 authority. So, when we hit this, there's going to be a lot of interesting stuff. But let's see what happens. Oh, we lose 2 stab. And we'll get our civil war. Okay. Well, we'll lose the stab, and then I'll have to buy it back up immediately. Thankfully, it's cheap enough. Right, first reform. They spawned almost immediately. They're not that big. They're in several areas, but they're not that big. So, lose 2 stab, lose 100 authority, which I already have. Unless that does it again. It better not do it again. Let's just pause. Okay, it doesn't do it again. Phew, good. Okay. We can recover negative stab, which we'll be doing almost immediately. There we go. And now we just have to take on these fights. We have to help deal with these pretenders. Now, whether our rivals, whether our allies will help, I don't quite know. I know our vassals will. Ooh, claim our rival's province over here. Yeah, let us do that. We just have a claim over here. And whether our vassal will definitely help us, I don't know whether our allies will help us. Probably not. We're gonna have to take a while because these pretenders have a lot of morale in comparison. So this fight might take a while to actually get done, simply because of that. Okay, that's 1 batch down. Let's get out of this land because it's atrocious. Like seriously, get the hell out of there. It's like nothing but attrition. So we're gonna have to recover for a while. I don't know if you... Ooh, you guys were willing to help us. So we're gonna have to take a while. Thankfully, our forts are defendable. And how are we doing on the money? I don't know, but let's just send our colonists to start expanding. It's going to cost us. So, are we in tropical? We are in tropical, which means our settler increases. Oh, we do have to stay on full because tropical. That's unfortunate. Actually, I could have gone here where it's not tropical. Just to kind of go by to get some initial... Yeah, that could have helped. Let's just get the one that's beside us. Unfortunately, we do have to keep it on full maintenance because of that. How's the unrest? Not too bad. I think we can actually fire you now because we need the money. Okay, we do have actually have some unrest, but it's not too bad. We can handle it. It hasn't improved our... No, our base tax has gone up again. That's fine. I love if my vassal would actually come over and just stand here with me. But they're not, because that's not what they do. I almost attempted to just build up to force them, or to build over the force line and go to 14. Let me just check my... not bad, actually. Yeah, we can go to 14. Let's do that. Head up to 14. Well, 14 guys marching in here. Not that it's really needed because he is only 6, and the combat width isn't exactly all that high. Let's probably do what Jake does and head in with a lot less. And then reinforce it. So let me just check. The current combat width is the base of 15 plus 5, so it's 20. Mountains reduce that by 50, so basically it's 10. So I start with 10 guys and then have another 4 to move in for reinforce. Really? You again? So I don't know what the flanking... I think if I move in with 8 and have the other 6 sitting back, that would be a good idea. So we can move everyone together, make an army, and then we'll split you guys into a smaller army. Okay, we're going to go 8 and 6. And we're going to call you guys... Wait, we are the Incans. I'm trying to think. No, Inca was... No, that wasn't Mayans. Yeah, I think it is the Kamyuks. Not entirely too sure. Whatever their unique was in Age 2, I've forgotten, I forget. Alright, we'll march in with these guys, see how we're going. And then, based on the reinforcement that we need, we'll bring in more. Because I don't know if these guys can flank any more than 1. Based on the... Yeah, flanking range is only 1. Yeah, we're going to need some backup very quickly because of morale. Or we just take them, which is also entirely possible. We'll just kill them straight up here. Yeah, we'll just make sure we actually give the backup because it's going to be needed. And there's the second batch of rebs dealt with. So head over here to... You can head over to Huanco. And actually this is going to be the better fight because our vassal can help us immediately. Because we're just going to... We go straight in, they only have 1 province to go. So they're not going to take control of any land, which is perfect. And then we'll have to go sit 10 troops. Yeah, or... Yeah, we'll have to sit 10 troops on the... We'll have to sit 10 troops on the colony just to make sure it grows and doesn't get assaulted. Because it will lose 100 if it does. So the rebel factions aren't too bad. For now, anyway. You there yet? Okay, you can not attach. Again, you guys stay back. When are you taking in the 31st? Actually, yeah, go in now. Make sure they don't win that siege. Oh, actually, they have more troops there than I would have liked. Which is unfortunate. They actually get a flank on us because they didn't put enough troops in. Our vassal should be coming up on the 21st. Ooh, good timing. We're still going to lose. No, I think there you have it. Barely. Our vassal has basically finished them off for us. Good vassal. Ooh, that was painful. But we got it. And goodbye. All the rebels dealt with. Perfect. We got our claim as well, so we get even more, we get a little bit more mill. Now we really need to recover manpower for a while because, yeah, we need to reinforce. Wow, 4,000 men. Ow. I'm tempted to squidge these guys up, but I don't know. I'm definitely gonna keep my vassal here for a while, but I will need to recover manpower for quickly enough. And Chimu's just gone. No. No, Chimu's helping them. You're a vassal of Chimu again. Ugh, painful. That's painfully annoying as well. You're already a vassal of Chimu again. Alright, well, we need to recover men for a while and refill our armies, recover our manpower. I'm tempted to take the mission, but that means sitting around for 10 years. I'm not sure I really want to sit around for 10 years. Someone's already got Dip Tech 2, not that we can do anything with it, and that's 2,500 that I need for it. It's a bit of a waste. Okay, can you guys head over here? You're only going to waste a 10 because of the 2 maneuver. Actually, just try and go through here first. I'm going to pull some of these guys off of here. And you guys stay in Cusco. These are the Kamiyuks again. Because I keep merging these when I don't really need to. And when you guys are done, head to the colony and sit there. Just make sure we actually get to 10 first so we can 10 to 1 the natives if they rise up when we arrive. And timing, not 27th, 30th for a second. There we go, 3rd of July. Oh, we got no men. Will we recover enough manpower to recover this to 10? No. Will we get enough manpower this month? We should. No, keep going. Yeah. I have to pause so much just to make sure that I can actually get this recovery. There we go. And then when we arrive, the natives was not a 10 to 1, which is annoying. It's annoying that it was not a 10 to 1. So let's get a general. Good job, 2211. I really want to try and keep the natives there, if anything, just for the extra base tax improvement. Because again, base tax is everything when it comes to this, when it comes to us right now. It's all about having base tax. And because force limit, yeah, the colony is costing a bit. But as we start expanding these, we're going to have more tax, so that's not going to be as expensive. Of course, we can't actually reduce this because, yeah, just not enough chance. Production efficiency is terrible. Not surprised. Alright, let's see if we can expand by colony now, rather than expanding by war, which I think is going to be the real issue. Whether Chimu will go to war with someone, I don't know. They are allied with the Charka. Whether they call the Charka in, I don't know, but I really just need men. Need lots of men. Need to recover men. It's going to take, well, the 10 years, basically. It'll be ever so slightly under 10 years because we have some army tradition. We're also, you know, there's still autonomy to burn off in these lands, so we will get more. We'll get more manpower from these lands as we go on, which is handy, I guess. My phone is being a real pain when it comes to this thing. I accidentally, or not that I accidentally, but I specifically went and turned off the keep running, keep the screen on while plugged in, and I might actually have to turn that back on. Right, stay awake. Screen will never sleep while charging. Perfect. Because I want to keep the screen on it, because for some reason, by keeping the screen on the Google now, it's not actually, or when I go to swipe it to actually redisplay the screen to say, hey, what's the story? And it's like, no, I've just completely forgotten what the hell you had here. Now all you have is a black screen. You gotta go back to the home page, etc. It's annoying. Promising trader. Okay. I've no use for a trader. In fact, I've no use for any, advisors until I can get more money. Has my trade's gone down? Ah, well. Yeah, okay, we'll let our manpower reserves recover, because we need them to. We're going to be here a while recovering men. But then we're going to move into San Joaquin, where again, only 1,000. It's 1,500 here, which is annoying. 1,500, 5,000, ow. Some of these have a lot. Actually, no, Chiquitos only has 1,000, so I could go into here and into Chiquitos. I really just want to kind of go down and past to get into, you know, get past Charka. In fact, I may even have to... Did I really make a mistake in naming Charka, or naming Pacahez as a rival instead of Charka? Probably should have just named Charka and gone after them straight up, using Pacahez as a pick, basically, to get in. But, you know, they won't vassal, so... meh. Unless you guys will vassal, I'm not really terribly keen on it. Could also annex you guys, but that'll put me way over the force limit for now. Plus, I need more troops. I need to get the force limit up to like, what, 16, 17 before I even take you guys in. And that's without building any more troops of my own. So you got one maneuver. I could put another guy in there. And I probably should. That way it'll be definite 10 to 1. Because 11,000 on 1. It'll be 11 to 1. It'll be over the magic 10 to 1. So, in you go. Yeah, and there we go. 10 to 1s. Beautiful. So as long as we keep a general that has 1 maneuver, we can actually stay in here, because the jungle annoyingly reduces the supply, isn't it? No? Oh, it's the tropical that reduces the supply by 30. I always thought mountains did something with supply. But no, it's just the fact that there's tropical lands around here. Which is annoying, but what can you do? So I presume this is, you know, the thrilling gameplay that you're supposed to have at this point of the game, where you just sit around and colonize. So, Shrine of Vera I can't even pronounce these things. Someone traveled from Lake Titicaca, is that this one? Yes, it is. Through the Andes, disguised as an old man. As he wasn't recognized as a deity, he was badly treated, blah 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 blah. Today the route is dotted with shrines of the gods, where he forced people to recognize him would be an ideal location for a temple to the great creator. So, lose 30 ducats, but we gain terms of true faith until the end of the game. Beautiful. Is that the similar thing to this? If I took these, and the question is, if I integrated these guys, would I keep that, or would that be lost? Don't know, but we'll have to find out. Well, we'll find out eventually, but now we're having issues with money. Because I unfortunately don't have much money, because, yeah, this colony is going to cost me. I can't really afford to... Actually, no, I could. Actually, yeah. I can afford to reduce my army maintenance a bit. Because, again, I instantly tend to win the natives when they rise up here, so that's not a problem. A suitable wife for... is that my heir? It's for my heir. Must take his sister as his primary wife to please the gods. Many of his ancestors, even the god of the sun himself, have married this way with the family and kept the bloodline pure. The boy's mother, however, refused to hear this and will not give her consent. The proper way to solve this schism will be to ask our ancestor, the mummy that is the head of our Panaka lineage, for guidance. Gain 5 authority to lose a stab, lose 5 authority, or consult. Malachy approval! Sweet! So we gain some authority or some prestige. I'll take the authority. Our prestige is nice and high that I don't really need to be taking much more of it here, but I will gladly take the authority, because I want to try and get through this as quickly as possible. I think... I would say morale, but I also really want that recovery speed. No, I think morale. Yeah, morale is definitely the way to go on this, because extra morale helps a lot when it comes to, you know, fighting everyone else, especially if they don't have it. I don't know what they have. If they do, everyone's starting to get onto Tech 2 on everything. Pretty much everyone now has Tech 2, which is good. Can I agree? You wouldn't, vassal, because 60 distance. We got another one. Alright, we'll hold the lavish feast and take a loan for it then. Unfortunately. Fortunately, we must take a loan to pay for a feast. It's going to cost us 18 to repay, which is a bitch. Yeah. We're kind of making ourselves bankrupt with colonies. All this colony nonsense is going to bankrupt us, although we are making a ducat a month, which is good. As long as we keep this, as long as this colony eventually becomes a proper region, and then we can core it, and then we can go expand even further out. We may not necessarily need war immediately, but it will help to have to war, because, as I said, we're going to have to war at some point, because we do need all the other fun stuff. Where is it? Where's the decision? Oh, there it is. We do still need to get... We do need to get Cajamarca, which is... Oh, we do have to, and we have to get Cajamarca straight up. But then we need one of Chan Chan or Quito. Yeah, so it's going to have to be Chan Chan here. In fact, I don't actually have to go south immediately, so I just have to focus on the north. So basically I need these two. Which means taking out the Cajamarca and eventually taking out the Chimu. Cajamarca are good buddies for now, and I don't actually... Oh, we don't have any improved relations. Let's do that. They wouldn't vassal... If I take out the... No, the distance isn't actually much. The base tax is the big key there. Local fortification expedition discovered. Sweet, Juarez can have fort defense for the end of the game. I love that guy because, you know, that's 25% local force rather than the fortification improvements, which tend to come later in the game, where you pay 50 ducats for the 10% fort defense. But that's 25% fort defense. This is going to be a great place for defensiveness because 25% from mountains, 25% from local forts. Beautiful. Yeah, especially because the terrain defense actually works. Okay, let's go speed 5 this thing, because we got nothing else to do for a while. We really don't. And the natives rose up. 10 to 1. Goodbye. Even though it looks like it's going to be bad. Ooh, sugar. Nice. Even though it looks like it's going to be bad because, you know, feck all morale compared to the natives, we instantly 10 to 1 them. And sugar is good. Has that put our income up at all? Yeah, we're up to 0.1. So the sugar is actually doing something here. Not getting much from the production, but as it grows into a full colony, we'll start getting more goods produced out of it. Which will increase our income even more. What's the trade node it's in? It's also in Lima, so we'll need that. We'll need to take that. Or once we integrate our vassal, we'll start to get a lot more out of Lima. 'Tis all good. 'Tis all a bit quiet. It's a shame you don't get too much action in the downtime, especially down here. There's not much you can really do. Other than wait to get points, really. Well, so we're up to 1477. I don't know what the story would be. I really need to figure out where the Iberians are in South America. How far they are, how far they've advanced, etc. Or really who is coming to South America. Gotta find a nation around here to take on. If I can vassal them and then wait 10 years, and when I do integrate them, then we can continue and actually yeah, what am I saying? Basically, apparently there's a nice tactic you can do of you can take one of the migratory tribes that wander around here. If you can, ideally once you get colonial conquest, if you even get that far. But when you do, then you go take one of those natives, you vassal them, you just colonial conquest them, walk over them, vassal them, force a religion to make it easier to vassal them later on, and then when they move up to where the Western nation, like they can't attack straight off because they don't have colonial on the tribe because the tribe is a vassal. They only have colonial on you and they don't necessarily know of you. So ideally you'd then eventually diplo-annex the migratory tribe, you'd diplo-annex them, and then you'd immediately have a core next to a Western nation and you Westernise off of that immediately, or you assuming you've passed all your religious reforms in the meantime, of course. But you'd Westernise off with them almost immediately. And hopefully that means you'd be able to Westernise without much of an input from the Euros. Of course, they also have to actually get around to Lima to properly explore the coast and find you that way. You're kind of protected in the sense of they can't see too far in the coast. At least not immediately. But, you know, who knows. But that'll be the key. Get to exploration. That's why I'm trying to do my best to not take any Diplotech, but we gotta focus admin. Admin 4, get exploration, and then hopefully we'll have banked a lot of Diplo power in the sense that we can just go chunk through like 4 or 5 of these at once. Hopefully we'll have enough money that we can actually run several of them. Oh, this is annoying. You know what, I get a lot of legitimacy a year, I will lose legitimacy. Yes, it costs a fair bit when it comes to the revolts, when it comes to reducing unrest and the tolerance, but nah, it's actually kind of worth it. Well, the tolerance has now gone down from 5.5 to 4.9, but it's fine. They're not terribly, we're not at risk of them rising up all that soon. Let's pay off our loan before we forget about it. Our colony's getting there. We're up to 500. Again, we're relying solely on the colonists tracting the 25 every month because there is no growth here because tropical counters the +10 we have. Oracles and divination will travel again. Favourable answer. Free stab! Beautiful. Free stab is best stab. We will always consult. We'll consult. We'll gain stability from the consultation. Beautiful. It's just me or the Chimu not willing to do anything simply because they got mill 3. Ooh, oh yeah, they got 6 on the mill tech there, or 6 on the mill guy and 4 on the mill in the air. So they got mill tech 3, so I should probably follow suit. Just to ensure that there's no chance of them getting anywhere. We're also going to get to mill tech 4 pretty soon. Which is tactics and even more morale, but yeah. Can't be falling behind in the mill tech, because that's very important around here. All the morale differences. The morale is key. The morale boost is key. And if we get to mill tech 4, then the tactics boost is seriously key. I mean, that tactics boost is will do a lot of wonders. Alright, well, that's the end of the, it's the end of my prescribed 30 minutes, and nothing's really happened here. I don't know if I even need to... I don't know. Well, I'll put a cut in here anyway. I'll put the break here, and I don't even know if anything's going to happen next episode. I might just, record a large segment and wait for something interesting to happen.